We often ask ourselves, why did this happen to me? And at times, when life gives us too much, we become proud. In chasing our desires and achievements, we forget one truth. Everything is written by our Creator. We ignore His plan. In the end, only time reveals what is truly good or bad. Maybe right now, you're facing a hardship. Or maybe you're enjoying comfort and forgetting tomorrow. If so, then this story is for you. A story that won't just make you think, it may change you. So listen carefully until the end. Long ago, at the base of a lush green hill, beside a thick forest, there was a small village. In that village lived a modest man named Mr. Rahim. Middle-aged Rahim led a simple life, always struggling with money. For him, having 2 meals a day was already a blessing. But even in his poverty, he carried one rare quality. He was always content, never complaining. Rahim owned a small piece of land. He worked hard on it to grow crops. Helping him was his only son, Ayaan, and their strong brown horse, Sultan. But Sultan was no ordinary horse. He was clever, quick, and hard-working. He helped so much on the farm that both Rahim and Ayaan loved him dearly. To them, Sultan wasn't just an animal, he was family. One day, Sultan's beauty and smartness reached the ears of a wealthy businessman from the city, Mr. Rahim. He came with his son to see Sultan. The moment he saw the horse, he was stunned. He offered Rahim a large sum of money to buy Sultan. But to everyone's surprise, Rahim politely refused. The villagers were shocked. Some even mocked him, saying, "Rahim has gone mad. How could this poor man refuse such a fortune?" But soon after, something unexpected happened. One morning, Sultan was gone, vanished from his stable. Rahim and Ayaan searched everywhere but couldn't find him. The villagers laughed louder, saying, "See, Rahim couldn't even keep a horse that valuable." Others whispered, "Perhaps Karim's men stole him." Ayaan was heartbroken. He asked, "Father, how can you stay calm after losing something so precious?" Rahim smiled gently and said, "My son, in everything there is both good and bad. Don't be restless." Ayaan couldn't understand. He thought maybe his father was hiding his sorrow. But a few days later, a miracle occurred. While working in the field, they saw Sultan returning. And he wasn't alone. He had brought along 5 wild horses from the forest. The news spread quickly. The same villagers who mocked Rahim now called him lucky. They said, "Rahim is truly blessed." What fortune! Rahim simply smiled and replied, "Perhaps Sultan went searching for his herd, and now he has returned with them." Even in this joy, Rahim remained calm, neither proud nor excited. Ayaan began training the wild horses, carefully taming them, teaching them to carry loads and to be ridden. But one day, tragedy struck. One wild horse threw him off, and Ayaan's leg broke. The villagers began whispering again, "These wild horses only brought trouble. Rahim has cursed his son." In pain, Ayaan said, "Father, this time something truly bad has happened." Rahim calmly replied, "Son, whether good or bad, those cannot be judged in a single moment. Time will tell everything." Ayaan still didn't understand. His pain clouded his heart. But within a week, disaster struck the country. War broke out, and the government began taking every young man from the village to fight. But Ayaan was spared because of his broken leg. The war raged on. Many boys never returned. The village echoed with cries of grief. Parents came to Rahim weeping, saying, "Rahim, you are so fortunate. Your son survived, but we lost ours. Sitting by Ayaan's side, Rahim said softly, "See, my son, life is never as simple as it seems. When Sultan disappeared, it felt like a loss, but he came back with 5 more. When you broke your leg, it seemed terrible, but that very pain saved you from the war." At last, Ayaan understood his father's wisdom. Rahim added, "That's why, son, when good things happen, don't become too proud. And when bad things happen, don't lose hope. Everything is a part of time. Good or bad, everything passes." The real lesson is this: we may not understand God's plan today, but one day we will. So be patient, be grateful, and keep faith strong. Everything happens for a reason. Maybe something in your life right now feels unfair, but remember, whether joy or sorrow, it will all pass. Don't break down in hardships, and don't get carried away in happiness. Balance is the key. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to give it a like. Share your thoughts in the comments about what you learned, and I'll see you again in the next one. Until then, take care.